It is finally snowing outside, which means it's time for a winter EDC update. Hey everyone, this portion of Stuff and Things is brought to you by NAGR, the National Association of Gun Rights. This is an organization and some of the guys who are on our front line standing up for freedom and defending our Second Amendment rights. You guys could do me a favor by going over to the link in the description down below and checking out their YouTube page to find out everything that they are about. And I personally want to give them a huge thank you for standing up for our Second Amendment. We need more people doing this in today's day and age. So go and check out NAGR on YouTube, and thank you to them for sponsoring this portion of Stuff and Things. What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. It's time for a really quick EDC update because it's winter time now. My gear changed just a little bit, but the reason we're going to be doing this so quick is because a lot of the gear is just sort of recycled. You've seen it in a million updates before, so we're just going to run through it, cut and dry. And then if you have any questions on the gear, I will be leaving links and discount codes, which you can find in the description down below. So let's get right into it with the main three things: phone, wallet, keys. Can never leave the house without these. Did that just rhyme? I think that rhymed. So first up, my phone. I have finally updated my phone to the iPhone 13 Pro. Mainly did the upgrade just for the camera. I was coming from the iPhone 10, the XS Max, I believe is what it was. So just got the newest iPhone, better camera. I actually use my phone quite a bit to sort of grab B-roll for videos when I'm out traveling around. I do have a matte screen protector on my phone, so it cuts down on some glare and it keeps it from getting all fingerprinty. I have this thing protected by a relatively cheap Amazon case. I got a magnet mount there to mount this up to my truck and my van. Black aluminum pop socket, and then also the screen protector came with protectors for the camera, so occasionally I have to wipe that off. So that's my phone. Now moving on to my wallet. This is one that you guys have seen time and time again. I am now back on the Travax Contour. This is the black version. They have my logo etched in there. You can carry a bunch of cards, a bunch of cash. And if I pop this open, I also have the Travax Shift beard comb in there because it's wintertime and my beard's getting kind of gnarly, so there's that. Now for the keys. I've been driving the Tacoma primarily, so I have my Tacoma key retrofit into this Miso Customs little key fob. You can change out this bottom piece right here for a bottle opener, but I don't actually need that on mine, so it's just a simple lock and unlock, nice and minimal, really clean design. The reason I don't need the bottle opener on that is because I have the Travax Talon, of course. You guys have probably seen my video on this. I have one of these on every single one of my vehicle's keys. It's a quick detach carabiner, so I keep this thing connected to my pant loop. It makes it really easy to take your keys off of your belt loop and then also put them back on. And then if you want to use the actual functionality of this thing, we have a pry bar and a flat screwdriver up top, Phillips head screwdriver on this end, and then if you pull on this wire gate, bottle opener right there. You can pop your keys off and it just makes this thing way easier to use than some other options out there. They're made by Travax here in America out of an S35VN steel, so really high quality steel, nice and hard, that way you're not going to damage those tools. If you want to check out the full video of this thing, you can find it right up here in the corner, and if you want more information, go check out Travax's website. You can sign up to be notified when these come back in stock. Next up, we're moving on to my pocket light. I keep this thing in my front left pocket, and this is not something I typically carry in the summertime, but since it is a lot darker around this time, winter, I find myself carrying the Surefire Stiletto Pro almost every single day now. I've never carried a Surefire pocket light before. I typically run all of their weapon lights though on whatever I have at the time. But the reason that this one stuck out to me is because of the profile. It's nice and slim from this angle, but then from the side, it gives you a really nice purchase to grab onto. Just a single LED bulb in there, super high lumens on this thing, and it even has a clicky tail cap. That way you can sort of put this into a tactical role. On the front here, you'll notice that it is USB rechargeable. I've only charged this thing one time in probably 4 months of use, and it's still pretty good. This button over here is how you check the battery level. You'll see that green LED indicator there letting me know that I have plenty of power on this thing. And then this button is how you activate the different modes. So we have a low mode, pretty good output for whatever you're doing, just looking under your desk or maybe digging something out of the trunk of your car. You got a medium mode, which is quite a lot brighter, and then the third mode is insanely bright. I believe this might be putting out like 1,000 lumens, but don't quote me on that. And then also for the button on the tail, that will put you right in the highest mode. It's almost like a turbo mode. And then if you actually tap that and hold it, it will strobe like this right here. So Surefire Stiletto Pro, that has been my go-to pocket light. Next up, pocket knife. Now you guys have probably seen this blade over on my Instagram or the video, dedicated video that I made of it here on the channel. This is my collaboration blade with Two Feathers Productions. This is a small knife maker out of Eastern Pennsylvania where I grew up. And we teamed up to make this custom blade right here, which are available right now. This is the Sai and Two Feathers collaboration blade known as the Mini Workhorse. Again, if you want to check out the full video on this, I'll leave a link for it right up there. Real quick, broad overview. It's a 5160 steel. It's cut out of a 1/4 inch piece of that steel. So I basically took Two Feathers' original blade designs, which are more like bushcraft survival knives, and a lot of them are very thick like this. And then I downscaled my favorite version into this right here. So is it a little bit overkill for EDC? Yes. Would a thinner blade be better for EDC? Depends on what you're doing, slicing and stuff like that, sure. But if you end up prying with your knives, which I'm not recommending that you do, but if you are doing that, a blade like this is going to last a hell of a lot longer. We have layered G10 handle scales on there. They are contoured very nice, so even with my large hands, I can get a really good grip on this blade. Flat ground, you can add your own edge to it and make it extremely sharp. And they all ship with this included sheath for $175 anywhere in the United States. It has an ulti-clip on there, which you can flip to the opposite side if you are left-handed. They are just made out of Kydex, so you could even like drill your own holes, put your own mounting hardware on there if you wanted to do something like scout carry a blade like this. These are still available right now. They are all made to order, so if you were one of the lucky ones who placed an early order, then chances are you already have your blade in hand. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And if you didn't get a chance to place an order and want to, I would appreciate the support. And orders are now being made as they are received, so the lead time, I'm not exactly sure on right now. You can follow Two Feathers Productions over on Instagram for more shop updates. But Ryan is working on the next couple of batches right now, so you guys will have blades like this in your hands sometime very soon. Next up, we might as well show off the belt because this is something that I literally wear every single day. This belt is the Trayback Cinch, which you guys have seen a million times. This is the special collab that I did with them, so they put my signature logo on there and across the whole thing. I've been wearing this same belt for probably, like 3 years now, since whenever we released it. The belt buckle itself is nice and slim. It contours to your body. It's not insanely rigid, so there is a little bit of flexibility to it. But depending on how you actually cinch this thing down, it is plenty to hold up my gear, and it's not like one of those really thick, dedicated gun belts that sort of like pokes into your side when you're sitting in your truck. And it's just a really comfortable belt. They are very cost effective. I believe they might only be like $30 right now. Real simple, just nylon webbing with that contoured buckle, and I dig it a lot. Now last but not least, I'm gonna have to put this off to the side because I've been carrying a firearm that you guys have not seen yet. It's a lot like a Glock 19. It's a TS19. So I've been carrying the TS19 off and on now for a little while now that it's wintertime and I'm wearing jackets. Speaking of which, new custom Sai flannel quilted line insulated jackets are available over on Sai Productions right now, so check them out and get them before they're gone. Since I've been wearing jackets a lot more, it makes it much easier to conceal larger firearms, so I'm carrying the TS19. What is the TS19? Where can I get it? Well, of course, this is just like the TS43X. It's a collaboration between myself and Danger Close Armament. I get slammed with questions daily on where you can get a TS43X or a TS19. As of right now, you can't get them basically anywhere. The original TS43Xs was a serialized limited edition run of 100, so those sold out almost immediately. We are working on hopefully making more of those, but definitely releasing a TS19, and I'm hoping that that will be done around like midsummer. So possibly 6 months out, not exactly sure. Don't even ask me though, I will just update you guys as soon as I find out more information on that. So I have the TS19 right now, which is like my do-it-all sort of gun, and it is riding right here in a LLOD Associate V2 holster. On the side here, I have a spare mag. This is actually a Glock 17 mag with Federal HSTs in there. I believe these are 124 grain, if I had to guess. I don't actually remember off the top of my head, but just like the TS43X, I'm also carrying the 19 in the same style holster. This is coming from my buddy Mike, Last Line of Defense. I love these holsters a lot because it is a single clip design. It has the built-in wing pressed right into the Kydex there, so it keeps the butt of the gun in up against your body, so you're not really gonna print a whole lot. The reason I fell in in love with single clip designs is because it allows the holster to sort of articulate with your body as you're bending down to tie your shoe or hiking, running, whatever you may be doing. And then it will sort of always return to center because of where that clip is positioned on there. If you compare this to a 2-clip design, those will typically be a lot more rigid and they become uncomfortable after a while. No holster out there is as comfortable as just simply not wearing one, but of course, I'm not gonna do that. So with my body type, this has been the most comfortable holster that I've worn in a long time now, and it's nice and simple, not super flashy, just black multicam Kydex on the front, black Kydex on the back, and I do have a discount code for these holsters, which I will leave in the description down below. So that's it, that's my EDC update. Hopefully that was pretty quick. I don't know, I tend to talk quite a lot, but if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Again, check out the description for all of the discount codes and more information on all of these products. If you enjoyed these videos, I would appreciate you leaving me a thumbs up, and if you guys really like the EDC videos, then maybe I will switch out my gear and do some more in the future. That is all that I had for today. If you are new here, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every single week. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.